following will be covered as part of the Injury Prevention Module 2 Warm-Up Stretch Program video. Part 1. Overview. Part 2. Pre-stretch warm-up exercises. Part 3. Stretching exercises. Part 4. Task-specific warm-up exercises. Part 1. Overview. These exercises have been selected by an occupational therapist to address the physical demands placed on the body by performing your work tasks. When performed correctly, stretching exercises can increase circulation and decrease muscle tension and fatigue. To avoid injury, it is very important to use correct technique and to follow these basic instructions. Both stretching and strengthening need to be performed correctly to maximize benefit. You will feel muscle tension during a stretch. However, you should never experience pain. Stop immediately if you experience pain and do not perform the exercise again without the advice from a treating therapist or physician. If you are aware of personal conditions that prevent you from doing the exercises safely, do not do them. Your safety is your responsibility. Warm up prior to stretching with arm circles, arm crosses, and lunges. Perform stretches gently. Hold stretch at point of tension, not pain. Maintain the stretch. Never bounce. Stay aware of your posture and breath. Hold stretch for a slow count of 15 or per instructions. Hold stretch 30 seconds for tighter areas. Perform minimum of 3 repetitions per muscle. Always stretch both sides, emphasizing tight muscles. Now that you know the basic guidelines, it's time to get started. Part 2. Pre-stretch warm-up. Warm up muscles prior to stretching. Review the following prior to beginning your warm-ups. Arm crosses, arm circles, lunges, arm crosses. Start with your feet hip width apart. Take your arms in front of you and cross them over your chest. Make sure you get full movement through your shoulders while opening up and expanding. Keep your spine straight while you do the warm-up. Continue crossing your arms for 15 seconds. Arm circles. Start with your feet hip width apart. Move arms over your head. First your right arm, then your left. You should be moving back toward your hips, as if you are combing your hair. Keep your spine straight while you do the warm-up. Continue arm movement for 15 seconds. Lunges. Start with your feet hip width apart. Drop into partial lunge. Left knee, then right knee. You never want your knee to move in front of your toe. For balance, put your hands on your hips. Repeat lunges 15 repetitions each leg for a total of 30 lunges. Part 3. Stretching exercises. This portion of the video will show you how to correctly do the following stretching exercises. Circulation, shoulder, triceps, top forearm, bottom forearm, full arm stretch, thumb, low back, quadriceps, hamstrings, and core strength wall slides. Circulation stretch. Sit or stand up straight. Roll shoulders backwards 10 times, then forward 10 times. During this exercise, roll shoulders up. Then squeeze shoulders down as far as comfortable. The following exercises, shoulder stretch through hamstrings, should be repeated up to 3 times. Shoulder stretch. Clasp hands together behind back. Raise arms upwards. Allow elbows to bend slightly. Keep trunk upright. Hold 15 seconds. Tricep stretch. Raise elbow up toward head and let forearm drop between shoulder blades. Pull elbow behind head with opposite hand until stretch is felt. Keep head centered. Hold 15 seconds. Repeat with the other side. Top of forearm stretch. Hang arms loosely at side. Make a loose fist. Keep elbows straight. Curl fists up toward hips. Hold 15 seconds. Bottom of forearm stretch. Place your palms together at chest level. Press your palms gently downward toward your waist. Keep your hands close to your body and palms together. Hold 15 seconds. Full arm stretch. Place your hand flat on a wall at or below shoulder height. Your elbow should be straight. Your fingers should be parallel to the floor, pointing away from your chest. Now slowly pivot your feet away from your hand. Gently hold for 15 seconds. No tingling should be felt. You can reduce the stretch by pivoting your feet backward toward the wall. Repeat with the other side. Thumb stretch. Turn your palm up. Gently pull your thumb down and out to the side, away from your fingers. Keep your wrist flat and straight. Now hold for 15 seconds. Repeat with the other side. Low back stretch. Stand up straight with your feet shoulder width apart. Place your hands on your hips. Gently lean back and press your hips forward. Do not overextend your neck. Hold for 5 seconds and take deep breaths. Quadriceps. Stand up straight and stabilize yourself with your hand on a steady object. Raise your heel towards your buttocks. Grasp your heel with your hand. Gently pull toward your buttock until a stretch is felt. Hold for 15 seconds. Repeat with the other heel. Repeat up to 3 times. You may also do the same exercise by grabbing your pant leg rather than your heel. Hamstring standing stretch. Place foot forward with your heel on the floor and your toes pointed up. Squat back as if sitting in a chair. Keep toes pointed up and legs straight. Support yourself with your hands on your stable leg. Repeat with the opposite leg. Hold for 15 seconds. Core strength wall slides. Stand with your hips and back against the wall. Make sure your knees do not bend more than 90 degrees. Bring feet about 12 inches out from the wall. Lower down until your knees are bent to about 60 degrees. Make your stomach tight and press your low back into the wall. Hold for 5 seconds. Slide back up to where knees are slightly bent. Repeat 5 times. Additional warm-up exercises have been added to this training. These warm-up exercises were created for specific tasks and should be performed prior to the beginning of the task. Before climbing a wind turbine, warm up the muscles by performing these 5 simple exercises. Each exercise should last 5 to 10 seconds or until muscles feel warmed up. Number 1. Chin tuck. Keep the chin and eyes level. pull the head straight back. Repeat 3 to 5 times. Retraction, rotation. While in the chin tuck position and without allowing the chin to lift upward, turn the head side to side. Standing head tilt. Sit or stand with proper posture. Interlace fingers behind your head. Elbows out to the side. Lean your neck and shoulders backward until a stretch is felt on the front of the neck and chest. Note, the emphasis is on warming up the neck and supporting muscles. The head must be supported. Stop if you feel dizzy. Inchworm. From a standing position, reach one arm upward as high as possible. Try to elongate the spine. Alternate arms, reaching with each hand even higher up. Windmills. Stand with one leg out to the side. Rotate in as shown. Raise the leg upward and inward. Bending at the knee, touch opposite hand to opposite leg. Alternate front and back, and alternate right leg and left leg. Prior to lifting, take a moment to perform the 2 following exercises. Standing back extension. Standing with feet shoulder width apart, place hands on hips as shown. Arch backwards. Return to neutral position and repeat. Goblet squat. Standing with feet hip distance apart and slightly turned outward, squat down with hips between feet. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Place the elbows in front of the knees with arms facing. If you're about to perform a one-handed lift, take a moment to warm up the muscles before performing the following 2 exercises. Forward lunge. Begin in a standing position. Step forward with your right leg into a deep lunge and squat while lifting one or both arms overhead. Step forward or back into standing position with arms at side. Standing lumbar rotation. Stand with your feet flat on the floor and arms out to the side. Twist your trunk to one side and then to the other. Perform this in a controlled manner. If you're about to work in restricted areas or tight spaces, first perform these warm-up exercises. Butterfly pectoral stretch. Stand with proper posture, interlace fingers behind your head, elbows out to the side. Lean head and shoulders backward until a stretch is felt on front of neck and chest. Note, the emphasis is on opening up the chest area. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and push the elbows back to increase the pectoral stretch. Stand to squat. Stand with feet shoulder width apart, squat down and bend down and forward reaching to the floor with your arms. Return to standing position and repeat. Standing back extension. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Place your hands on your hips as shown. Arch backwards. Return to starting position. Now that you've completed the Injury Prevention Module 2 warm-up stretching program, It's time for you to get started doing your daily warm-up and stretching exercises. Remember, don't overdo it, especially when you first get started. You should never feel pain, but if you do, stop immediately. Muscle tension is decreased and circulation is improved with frequent stretching to muscles which are already warmed up. Perform individual warm-up exercises throughout your workday using micro breaks, especially after using hand tools or being in sustained awkward postures. Now let's get started. And remember, be safe.